Hello ladies and gentlemen, Baltmatrix here, and today we are taking a look at Transformers Powers of the Prime Voyager-class Grimlock. We have already taken a look at Starscream. This is the second figure in the first wave that's a Voyager. Grimlock looks like, well, G1 Grimlock. If you're expecting something different, I am sorry to disappoint you. He is not a different Grimlock. The head sculpt is excellent, and the sculpting on the figure as a whole is excellent. The overall aesthetic of the figure is good, and he has his traditional dinosaur guts or bits on the back. The figure's posability is also excellent. Ball joint in the head, shoulder swivels and ratchets, torso swivel, ratchets, very, very tight ratchets in the legs, swivel above the knee, and exceptionally tight knees. So you could get off some decent poses with the figure. The Grimlock comes with 3 accessories, the feet, and then the Enigma of Dinobots, or Dinobot Enigma, which, really? Dinobot Enigma? I mean, come on. That's a really dumb name. It's not a bad looking thing, though. Both of the combiner feet can be mounted on either forearm in robot mode to give him this kind of punch gauntlet look. It works well. I would have preferred the sword and a gun, though. Grimlock's transformation is very similar to his original G1 counterpart. To start off with, go ahead and combine the legs, reach behind the legs, and flip out the tail. Or the tip of the tail, I should say. Come to the fists, fold the fists up into the forearms, and then grab the shoulders and open the shoulders up to reveal his chest. And then fold those sections down, and they will peg into place in the back or down by his crotch area. One thing I did forget is there are tabs on the outside of the legs. You kind of want to just fold them sections back, or the leg sections back, and then peg them into these little peg holes inside the gold sections. Straighten the robot arms out to become the Dinobot legs, or Dino legs. Fold the chest sections down and flip the head around, and we end up with a very, very, very G1 accurate Grimlock. You can also then take this silver section and fold it down to cover his back, but otherwise this is a very G1 accurate Grimlock. I like this thing a lot. I think it looks very cool. I would have loved a little bit more posability in the forearms, but oh well. I would have loved for the fact them to actually be a little longer so he could actually touch his mouth like he does in the show. But what are you going to do? His mouth opens fully like this, and there is a little peg in there that makes you think that he can eat one of the Enigmas or Titan's Master, and he totally can. His tail is slightly posable, so you can ratchet his knees a little bit, but every time you do, or you try to, it will unpeg those pins that we talked about earlier inside the gold section at the top of the thighs. Overall, as I said, I like the Dino Mode. I think it looks pretty good. It is a bit bulky on the back, though. Not that big a deal. Transforming the figure into the Combiner Mode requires returning him to sort of the Alt Mode, or sort of the robot mode, I'm sorry. So open up the chest wings and leave the dino head up and point up like that. Take the arms and chest area and fold them up and peg them into place. Then take the arms, point them straight out and up like that, so the gold sections are pointing up with the head. Then when the shoulders are all the way up, folded up, we fold the open wing sections down, and the wing sections will have these little pegs, and they will peg into the tops of the shoulders like that. Then take the entire arm and fold it down underneath the shoulder, and it will peg into place on this little peg here. Will peg in right inside the joint. And getting it lined up is a little bit annoying, but just make sure that everything is in place. There we go. I pointed at the wrong spot. You actually want to peg the little tab that's underneath the shoulder or armpit into the section that's the top of the forearm, which I wasn't doing. Like that. Then take the entire torso, spin it 180 degrees, unpeg the torso from itself, and then fold the chest onto the crotch, peg it into place, and there we go. And reattach things as they pop off. Come to the top where the dino head is, fold up this gray piece, reach inside, flip the red piece out, and then fold the gray piece all the way down and peg it into the back of the dino head, which will bring Volcanus's head all the way up. Fold the red piece down to lock it into place. Come down to the legs, fold the tails up, split the legs, and then just turn them so they are pointing out with the combiner ports. And that's the torso mode! I'm serious, that's it. It's fully combined up. It looks okay. I do wish that the legs pegged into something, but it's not that bad. There is a lot of open area between the sides of the torso, and more on that in a second, but overall, I think it works pretty well. The head sculpt for the combined mode is excellent. I love this head sculpt. Wish it had some more color, but overall, it looks good and works well. Two things about the chest that you need to be aware of. One, you're supposed to take the extra fists that you have from the other combiners and plug them into the sides. I'll do that off camera and show you that here in a minute. The other thing you could do is, as you see, fold down Grimlock's face or head all the way down to show the Autobot symbol, or remember where we had the mouth opened up and then peg in an Enigma? You could do that as well. Or, a Titan's Returns Headmaster. I'm sorry, Titan Master. You could plug in there as well. I think this is right. There's nothing in the directions that shows you what to do, but I'm guessing this is correct? It works fine. I like it the other way, honestly. So for a Volcanicus, officially what you're supposed to do is peg the extra prime armors onto the back of the heels, thus giving the figure bigger heels and spiky heels. Also, in Dinosaur Mode, you can mount the feet to his feet, so you can have feet-on-feet action. Overall, this Grimlock figure is a heck of a lot of fun. Yes, it is strangely proportioned, but that is in order to make room for the combiner ports. I can forgive it because all of its modes are solid. The only complaint that I can even levy against the figure is the gold piece that makes up the robot chest, or gold pieces, don't hold together all that well. Thankfully, there doesn't appear to be any rendition or any notice that I could see of gold plastic syndrome, which is a good thing. If you have to choose between this and Starscream, get this figure. Forget about Starscream, get this figure. So gang, I hope you've enjoyed this video review. Go ahead and hammer on that like button and the subscribe button. It really helps me grow up the channel. And please comment on the video. Let me know what you guys think. Thank you so much for watching. As always, I am Baltmatrix, and I will catch you next time.